Right, everyone, time for some more Project Motor Racing. We're going to really interrogate the game, get into it, which I'm looking forward to. So we'll do some multiplayer, do some career mode, all that kind of good stuff. Hopefully the stream is working. I'm going to try and get the chat up here. Have I liked my own stream? No, I haven't. Smashed it now. Okay. So, yes. Okay. I'll have the chat up here. Working. Phil Stark can see. Okay. Let's do a big grid GT3 race at Spa. How about that to get us started? So we know we like the M4, the AMG. Let's do the Mustang. Let's do the Mustang. Confirm. And let's do it at Spa. So like something I like doing. And let's just do 4 laps. Let's have it starting kind of early here. Damage. Just keep damage on. Keep damage on. I quite like damage on. Here we go. Welcome Vlatka as well. Welcome Dan. V-neck. Kubus wanted the Mustang. Cooper Zero as well. Robert. Yeah, not too bad. Doing some more Project Motor Racing. Hopefully do some more online stuff as well. Look at the career. Good evening. Yeah, the time, my perception of time at the moment is all over the place, really. All over the place. Let me know how the sound is, by the way. Hopefully it's going to be good. This just means we're going to the quali session. Oh, look at that reflection on the bonnet. Not bad. So I've changed. Is it going to work on my... Oh, yeah. So the ABS on my Asher now is maps onto the dials, which is pretty cool. Look back, look left, look right. Oh, and look, I can go through the thing as well. I can go through the thing. Amazing. I can change my anti-roll bars in the pits. Tyres. Okay, so we go that way to refuel. Okay, okay. Sound is good, sound is good, okay. Welcome Atmospheric, how's my day going? Yeah, we'll go for career. Is it worth to buy? We're going to look into it today. We're going to get more into that. Any further updates? Not for me, no, but afterwards. In fact, during the stream they sent me an email. But I tend not to share my emails during the race. With a force feedback guide. Now basically, it's a 2-page guide. I'm not sure I can share it, so I'm erring on the side of not sharing it, but it's helpful. Basically, where do I go for this? Yeah, here. Basically, there's a section in the force feedback guide they gave to me after, I want to make this clear, after I started playing the game. I had not seen this beforehand. And there's a section that talks about force feedback headroom. And it says basically increase this if you want to make the force feedback more violent. I literally think the words they use are violent, if I remember, and I have a photographic memory, so I'm pretty sure it's violent. And it also says something like, the lower your total gain, which I think is global force feedback gain, the more the headroom, there's an increased like ratio or something. And it says like, warning, can be violent. Now, I agree that it's violent. I actually think when I started playing the game yesterday, it was dangerous. I actually think I have a little bit of an injury in my left wrist, to be honest. If you look at the footage, it's pretty insane. And I don't think that setting should be anywhere near violent as default. I think there's going to be a small proportion of people who want to have that level of violence with force feedback. I think 99% of people won't. And I think that should be dialed down. In any event, before I'd seen that document or it had been sent to me, in the stream we dialed it down. Is the game worth the $99 edition? I don't know. I don't really know what the editions are, to be honest. I don't really know what the editions are. So I think I overrode my change camera button. 1 second. Camera switch. Good. Yeah, we've also I've mapped lights. I've mapped wipers. And I've mapped the limiter on and off. So it's pretty cool. Todd got the expensive season pass on pre-order. What are you getting with that? Oh, I don't know Game Muscles on that. Honestly, I genuinely don't watch a lot of YouTube. But that's cool. Hopefully we can do a lobby. I like the way the bonnet's kind of pitching. That's cool. Again, the force feedback in the Spa pits wants to turn off centre, which is a bit weird.
Clear of the pits.
The other thing about the force feedback document is that there's a whole page of it that's dedicated to per car force feedback, like steering rack. And I don't think I philosophically agree with that. That's just my perspective. That's like, I might not agree with long ball tactics in football. Like, my personal preference is, I kind of want the sim to work on a per car basis. It's very dark here, by the way. Can you actually see anything? I don't want to have to be in the force feedback settings all the time before I can start driving. Especially if there's 70 cars in the game, I kind of want to jump in and enjoy them. Now, there'll be some people who are like, "You fool! How can you even think about jumping in a car before you've spent an hour sorting out the force feedback?" And that's a legitimate position as well, it's just not my position. I mean, the force feedback here feels more like the Vantage than the BMW. It's just the way I would describe it is like I can go down the straight, I can be driving in a straight line, and the force feedback's changing, and it's like pulling me in one direction. And to me, that just seems odd. Like, yeah, maybe there's some camber on the tyres and stuff, but I've driven a GT car in real life. Like, it didn't pull me one way, like with a strong feeling in the force feedback. I can barely see anything. Does it control like LMU or AC? At the beginning, this controls like neither of them. It's a very different. I think the part of the physics that's dictating the output of force feedback going into my wheel seems to be extremely tyre dependent. Like, it's a different language. Like, if iRacing Spanish, this is like Japanese. I'm not... I'm not saying it's bad, but it's definitely different. Anyone who says this isn't different, honestly, I want to know what they're smoking, because this is very, very, very different to iRacing Mini. So that's nice air. I can feel the car kind of pulling in. Is it better than Rennsport? The cars handle more individually different than Rennsport. I mean, in Rennsport, I don't know if you remember, there was the time I was doing racing in the M4 GT4, and then one time I didn't even know, but we switched to the Audi, and I didn't know until like I hit the hairpin. I was like, oh, that's a bit more rotation. Like here, this feels crazy different to the M4 GT3. Ah, the sun's coming up, that's nice. What are my tyres saying? My tyres are pretty good now, aren't they? We'll try and do a multi-class race as well. Welcome, Mary. I want the FFB to set and forget. I think it depends kind of what... Everyone's different. Some people like setting up cars. Some people don't. If you don't like setting up cars, I really don't think you're going to like per car force feedback. If you love setting up cars, I think you're going to love per car force feedback. I think it's meant to be raining now, but
Heavier rain coming down in 5
I can't. Oh no, I can see a bit. I think the rain texture is too small. What's unnerving me, every time it's rained, we've done Project Motor Racing, the ambient sunlight has not changed. It's not like it's become overcast and started raining. So I have no idea what the grip level is right now. You know, I can't really drive in that light of day. I think what we'll do is let's turn this into a multi-class if we can do it, and we'll just make it a little bit later in the day. So, and also this time progression. Let's make it a little bit later, and right, class. Multi-class, add a class. Let's add hypercar. So we'll add 9 hypercars in here. All right. There we go. Save. Okay, let's see what happens here. Welcome, Paul. Yeah, we absolutely destroyed the likes yesterday. Everyone, we battered the likes. It was incredible. Those are AI. Does it save the FFB per car? I'm not sure. Let me show you what it looks like. I haven't played in a controller yet. So this is in car setup. There's force feedback, like strength, rack feel. It makes me a bit uncomfortable, like this is the philosophy. Can you try LM500? I'm sure we'll try different cars. Welcome Rogeri as well. Can I make this font bigger? How's the online racing? We had some good online racing yesterday. We'll try and have some more today. So, yeah. Like I said at Sim Racing Expo, I think it's going to be quite in depth on the setup and everything. Sorry, let me go into quali again. So this is quite cool. This is quite cool doing a multi-class. Welcome, Nez. Doing a 32 car multi-class. But like, this is what I mean. Have a look here. I would not expect the wheel to move like that in the pits at Spa. I've been to Spa. I've been up there. I've looked down at the pit boxes. In fact, right, literally, exactly here. I don't think it's on some mad incline. So to me, like, what's going on here? Is it the camber or something? The wheel can be removed, yeah. I like having the wheel. Yeah, there's force feedback in the car setup, and like I said, I think that's a philosophical choice. I don't like how I can't see what damage I have on my car. Like, I think I'm a little bit right hand down. Yeah, I mean, I don't think... I want to be clear. I'm not... to me, it's not an objectively good thing or bad thing. It's a subjective thing. Like, having per car force feedback, I think, is a subjective thing. Because some people are going to like it, some people are not going to like it. Damage indicator coming in an update. We'll have to hold them to all these, right? Quite nice. Yeah. Down second boost rotation. Let's put the lights on. Mods, well yeah, I don't know about mods either, I haven't. I mean, a mod's just going to be liveries. I've heard a lot of people say, oh, mods are going to save this game. I haven't heard anything from modders saying, I'm going to build something for this.
You're on the clock now. This lap is counting.
I think it would be cool if the Straightful people came in the stream, or they might be in the stream already, like came in the chat. Because they seem very receptive. They're very chilled out people, which are great. And ask the questions. The other thing about the force feedback settings is that I don't think it's obvious what a lot of them do, like steering rock, etc. What's the argument? The force feedback now in this car at this moment in time feels quite logical. So I have a strong feeling it's very much connected to the state of the tyres. We're on the medium tyres also. I would like to see what tyres other drivers are on, like LMU. In LMU you can see what tyres and what fuel, the virtual energy. Damn it. Welcome, Vernbeam. You're not late at all. We've only just started streaming, really. How long does it take for GT Mega to deliver rigs? I'm not sure. If it's Black Friday, they might be doing a lot of stuff, but just contact them. They're pretty responsive. What's the best version? I can't recommend PS5 because this is a PC copy. So you'll have to wait for me to recommend or not recommend PS5. Evo has the best graphics currently. Honestly, I think Rensport on PC for me was insane. I'd probably give it to Rensport on my system. Then AC Evo. Then maybe Project Motor Racing. Then iRacing. Oh, nice one, Wookie. How are you finding them? Versatile, how's the game like drive-wise? It's not consistent, which is quite exciting actually. But I'm also worried. I'm thinking, okay, let's say I do a YouTube video on this and it goes out to like 20,000 people, right? And let's say I really recommend the game because for me personally, I kind of enjoy the challenge, etc. But I know it's inconsistent, but for me, that's okay because I'm going to make videos on it. I'm going to make guides on it. So I can say, so let's say I said in good faith, personally, I really enjoy this game. Let's say 10,000 people buy it off the back of that. Okay? I know for a fact that in a spectrum of 10,000 people, a lot of people are not going to enjoy it because it's going to be too fiddly. You know, I'm running this on the 4090. The graphics might be a lot worse on like a, you know, like a 2060 or something like that. The force feedback is going to vary wildly on wheels and cars, so that's my hesitancy. How does it feel to iRacing AC? I would compare it more to ACC. I'll give you an example. iRacing doesn't give you the live tyre graphic like that. You get some info on the dash in some cars, but it doesn't give you that tyre graphic. Whereas ACC really puts it there because it's so sensitive on the tyres. And likewise, Project Motor Racing is also putting it there. Are you waiting for the rig? Is that the GT Mega? Good combo? Do you think this game will be a good starting point for console players who want to transition from more competitive PC sims? Hopefully. It will depend on the quality of racing online. Right now, I don't think the quality of racing online is sustainable because the penalty system gives you a track limit penalty even if you get taken out. And I just think that will get abused. People get frustrated. So if they can fix a few things with the penalty system, then I think so, yeah. I think so. Because also, some of these cars are very hard to control. So if you can be good in Project Motor Racing, I 100% think you can be good in iRacing. Been watching Huns on PS5. She's liking it. Don't know what that is, but hopefully there's more parity between this and PS5 than there was with Rensport, and I was on PS5 Pro. Right, let's go into the race. Let's see what's what. Oh, Connor Blakeinho's on pole.
Focus on the lights.
A bit of cheeky multi-class, everyone. Also, the campaign can only be as good as the AI. It feels, when you're on cold tyres, it feels a little bit like the force feedback's inverted to me. try and turn off that animated look. I just want it to snap. Let's restart. This could be a good race. I regret doing it at these really dark. It's 10 AM. This is single player. What the hell? Why am I facing the wrong way? How can you give bro? How can you give me a penalty for facing for literally what's my team doing? So that's some sort of prank. Right, ABS. I'm going to go ABS 3. I'm going to go TC3 as well. I am really missing a radar here. Very much missing a radar. Thing is, that sound effect makes it feel like there's no real damage, when I'm pretty sure there is often significant damage. I think they should I'm going to sneeze. I think they should update the sound effect with a bit more like glass smashing, things crumpling. I don't know why they said no radar. I imagine with their philosophy it might be like, oh, it's more realistic without radar. Because that would be logical to me, because I feel like there's a real commitment to the realism. How cold are my tires? It's very understeer off this last corner, like. But I didn't lose too much time. Okay, maybe I've just been attacking it all wrong. Welcome, David. Good to see you. I need to get another monitor. I'm going to be doing a lot more streaming here. Looks like my left mirror might be working. Yeah. So my left mirror is working. You know what, I might just change my field of view here. I might just change my field of view so I can see that mirror a little bit. Ooh, that's weird. That's cool, you can change the angle of the mirrors. That spray? So is it raining now? I think I need some kind of I need much better indication on rain. Like, to me this is a bit of a glitch that apparently it's raining, but I have no indication other than cars around me have some sort of smoke or let's say spray, but that's nowhere near good enough for me. Also, we're not going to come in for wet tyres. We're going to overtake the hypercars here. And I don't like how the relative only has car ahead and car behind. That relative should be stacked. I mean, I appreciate the game making me feel like a Michael Schumacher, but this is almost arcade level in the difference between me and these cars now. Lewis Hamilton, take notes. Who's this dude? I mean, this is a bit of a nonsense, let's be honest. Like, you know, in Gran Turismo, when it rains at Spa, you know it's raining. But Gran Turismo, and I disagree with it, they turn down the rain effect. Look, now with the hypercars. This particular experience is broken. Like, I won't mince a word. It's potentially very easily fixable. It could also potentially not be fixable, I don't know. But how come I'm able to keep pace with hypercars on dry tyres when it's apparently raining? I think even the staunchest of Project Motor Racing stands will be a little bit quiet right now. There we go, have some glass breaking. We're going for the outright win here, basically, chap. That's what. Oh, God. It's commentator Harpoon. Could still be on if they decide to pit again. Maybe it is wetter now, but I can't see any reflection on the surface of the road. I don't think the surface of the road has changed at all visually since this alleged so-called rain has come down. So that has to be a glitch. There's no rain on my windscreen. There's absolutely no need for me to put the wiper on. But it's unusual because there's also spray coming off the back of my car. It's a shame because it looks like it'd be a lot of fun battling with these cars. Oh, they're coming in. We're going to win this race. Come on, we can win this. Are they coming in for heavy wet? Also, I need to see an icon of what these cars are on.
White flag, final lap. Stay sharp and keep that pace.
Le Mans Ultimate is quite good at this sort of stuff, even in VR. Like, I don't know if people have seen my like intense rain races in Le Mans Ultimate VR, but it's significantly better than this. Which is a shame because like the fundamentals are here, and I think it will be a fantastic experience in the rain when it's all working and it's overcast and there's rain and the grip is the same. I think it's going to be fantastic, but it's a shame that did they know about this or not know about it? Again, I have massive respect for them for just giving me a code of the game and saying, say whatever you want, just don't give it a score, please. But surely, like, some people somewhere knew that this was broken, unless it's just on my build. But it doesn't seem to be just a visual thing. It seems to be an underlying physics thing as well. Oh god, we're going to lose the lead of this race. Let's go, we want to win this. This is a history-making race right here. Maybe for the first time I can see the road changing, I'm not sure. But I know, for example, doing Gran Turismo here in the rain, at this sort of time of day, with this sort of lighting, you have sun glinting off all the little puddles like on the apex here. And it's really quite beautiful and you want to avoid those puddles. I don't know what I'm avoiding here. I don't know what wet lines or not I'm doing. Oh, it's a 16-second penalty. It's a 16-second penalty and we're 17 seconds ahead. And the hypercars are going to beast me down the straight. No! Now I can see puddles. Come on, we're going for the win. We're going for the win. We're going for the win outright. Yes, we won. So what does it do there? Does it simulate the rest of them? Or have they not finished yet? No, they have finished. So does it just cut the race there? You can see rain on the screen. I can definitely see... I could see puddles at the end there. I can see puddles at the end. Yeah, this is partly why I said Assetto Corsa Rally could be my game of the year, because it came out, it only has 2 environments, Wales and France, but it just works. It just works, it looks incredible. The platform of the game is so strong, there's a lot of variety you have with the content, because you can mix and match it. It's a really polished game, and they're doing early access to adding stuff. A little bit the same with Wreckfest. Wreckfest 2 was also a great early access game. So you can see puddles now. You can see puddles now, but they're not. It's a little bit basic visually. If you look how the puddling is going on the curbs, it's not pooling. It's not going into little pools. Also a lot of flashing. Is it better or worse than Project Cars 2? It's been a long time since I played Project Cars 2. So it's probably better. Rookie, I'm on PS5, my AC doesn't connect to servers. That seems to happen from time to time with AC and ACC on console. And then there's always some press release about, some issue. But yeah, the puddling here looks visually a bit basic even on these settings, but I can see there's a dry line, which is quite cool. So I'd be happy trading the visuals for the actual true dynamism of the track. Is LMU come to PS5? Well, they said in the financial report it will come in, like, they're aiming late 26, early 27. So I said in a video, I reckon that'll be late 27. Thank you very much. See, this is interesting because now at the start of the race, in the replay, there's puddles. Now the track definitely didn't look like this at the beginning. Any questions you've got, let me know now. I mean, but this is, I mean, look at this. Multi-class like this is awesome. 32 cars. However, Le Mans Ultimate does do this. There's a dry line, but there shouldn't be a dry line yet because no cars have gone through it. So that's a bit weird. There's the same puddle texture in off the track, like on the pathways on the runoff. Better than Rennsport? It's a very different game to Rennsport. I reckon Rennsport has been overly destroyed for a few reasons. One of which is I don't know why they don't market it more as a simcade. But Rennsport will live or die by if the servers are populated. I actually don't think Rennsport should have a single player mode at all. Can you stop the flashing? Unfortunately, I don't think I can. It's like some fireworks are going off. Yeah, the puddles are sitting on top of the gravel, which worries me. Just to make sure I didn't get that wrong. I mean, that reflection of the Mustang on the light was nice there. So I can't see any puddling there. Now I can see it. It feels potentially a little bit simplistic. This is potentially quite a nice screen to spectate online races, actually. It's not bad. I can see them doing something with this. For some reason the frame rate's like, I don't know if it goes down to 30 or something. You can just see how the texture it goes across the curb in quite an unrealistic way. What Gran Turismo does... Oh, thanks to Elvid. Are there road cars in the game? I don't think there are road cars, actually. I don't think there are road cars. But we'll have a look. When we exit this replay, we'll have a look. Thank you much, Elvid Dragonfires. Chat, can we get some claps out in chat there? I'm going to get some Verstappens out. And some 10s out of 10s. Please get some claps out there for Elvid. With the $5 donation. Very much appreciated. Ugh. You make this possible. Oh, and I've claimed the legend thing as well. But yeah, please put some claps in like Black has done. Celebrate Elvid very generously donating to the stream, making this possible for all of us, which is awesome. There we go. Claps coming in. We'll have a look at road cars. The road texture here, probably when this is playing at speed, you can't see this road texture because it blurs. But I just want to point out that the textures are very good, in my opinion. If you have a look at the front of the pit box here, that's a very, very, very nice texture. Same with the yellow marker, and same with the tarmac about it. It's a very nice texture. Even the fencing is very nice. When you at this state here, the game to me doesn't look good. I don't know why it doesn't look good. I think it might have something to do with the road. It looks like the illumination of the road isn't particularly good. It looks like the road is illuminated a little bit different or something. It shouldn't be that light. The cars in the bottom right don't look too bad actually. So I wonder if it's mainly the road. And I wonder if it's a bit like a colour palette thing. It almost feels like the colour palette here is mirroring the gold that Project Motor Racing has. I like how the grass is a little bit shorn just where cars will just be getting on it and turning in. Can you see like this NSX at the back? It's just on that little bit of grass there. I mean, there's a lot of detail going on in this screen. Welcome, JC. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. You can see in the grandstands, there's a lot of people in that grandstand. They look like all they're 2D, I think, but a lot of people. And in the backgrounds, we've got the motorhomes. There's a lot of stuff going on. See what Eau Rouge. So this is quite an unusual shot because it looks like you wouldn't. I don't think you'd expect it to look like that. I might be wrong, but let me know what you think in the chat. The puddles are a terrain material they have turned on all over, not manually painted it away. The lighting is off and doesn't look like there's any real global illumination. Okay, let's go back. Let's have a look at the cars. Let's do a different. Let's do a different time of day than somewhere else and see. Again, we'll do like a 1 PM or something. So in terms of the cars, are there any road cars? Well, don't think so. You've got hypercars. What? Oh, no, what are these? Okay, yeah, hypercars, older LMPs, Group C classic, certainly not road cars, GT1s, GTs. I don't know what they are. GT3s, GT Trophy, GTO, sports car, GT4. That might be quite a fun class. NGT. I was looking for GTE basically. Carrera Cup. That might be quite fun. An MX5. Let's go out in the Carrera Cup. Let's go out in the Carrera Cup. And let's go. Let's go to Daytona. It's probably quite a big environment. It's a bit tough on the thing. Let's go to Spring. Let's have it average. And let's have it at 2 o'clock. Okay, let's see what this is saying. What's this going to be saying? How do the hypercars feel? They felt very different yesterday, but they also, in Le Mans Ultimate as well, it takes me a while to get into the hypercars. Because they tend to lock really easily, I find. Social races, we'll check in a bit. I did social races yesterday. You can just set up a lobby though, so your friend can join. Again, there's something. I'm trying to look at the shadowing. Does the shadowing make sense? So we've got the shadows here going to the right hand side. I don't think it does make sense. I think this is completely messed up. Because shouldn't there be big shadows coming from this fence poles, right? There's no shadowing coming from the fence poles. Screen space shadows are on. Cloud shadows are on. Shadow quality and distance are ultra. I mean, that's a lot of detail in the grandstands. But to me, that's why this would make a lot more sense if the shadowing was consistent. I think the shadowing under the cars, I'm not even sure that's like lit by the sun. Is it? It's just like it's a good shadowing under the car, so it feels like it's actually on the tarmac. But I don't think it's certainly not in the same direction as these things. I mean, the sun's quite high in the sky. Let's actually let me actually just make the sun a bit lower in the sky. Let me go to 4 PM. Are they placing like a light source object in the sky though? Let's go to 4 o'clock. See, that shadowing to me looks quite consistent. And the shadowing under here and everything. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing graphics videos. I mean, as a content creator, it's great. Let's have a look at this run through. Okay, well now this is better. Now we've got shadowing. Now we've got shadowing. I guess there's a LOD or something on the shadowing. As we go down here, it goes less. It's less quality. But the cars are nicely shadowed. These poles are shadowed. I really don't think 2 o'clock should result in no shadow on these poles. So maybe if the shadows are not significant enough, it doesn't shadow it. I don't know. I mean, these graphics, sitting here, this is pretty damn good. If you look at the reflections on the bonnet, the detail of the Alcantara rim, the interior of the car, the mirror I can just see on the left-hand side. I'm just gonna... So I'm guessing these... Yeah, these are car-specific, which is a bit weird. Just do it like that so I can see that left-hand mirror. Game looks the best on our stream. Nice. We got that extra graphical build. What do you think, chat? Is Fanta full force in the game? They said it is. We'll have to try it on the Club Sport DD Plus. Ari, I've been following you since you start streaming. No face, just GT screen. Be natural and calm. So proud. No, you've been a great part of it. I remember you doing some crazy donations when I did the 10 hours of Hockenheim straight. So in iRacing, I drove for 10 hours straight for charity, and Ari donated very generously to Stand Up to Cancer. All part of the story of the channel. That was 2 o'clock previously, though, I think. Okay. There wouldn't be a limiter in this car, would there? Let's see. I mean, that car looks... the graphics here look good.
All clear.
Welcome, Alex. The steering in this car feels a little bit dampened in a nice way. Now, I'm someone, if you watch my force feedback setup guides, I'm the sort of person who minimises damping, because I want to have like a completely raw experience. But it makes sense. Maybe that's why the older cars people say drive better, because it's just dampened. Like, I could drive this like this. And I'm telling you, I could not drive the Vantage like that. You see the LODs popping in and out a bit, but this is a much better graphical experience than iRacing, I can tell you that. Having done the Daytona 24 Hours quite a few times. How's the force feedback? Very different per car. I have a feeling that the more dampened it is, the better. But also it worries me that the force feedback is, you can set it per car. Welcome you, James, well, good to see you. Oh. Okay, that's a new chicane. Have some of that, lads. Randall Parker. Isn't that, isn't Randall Parker the GT7 dude? This is PC. I reckon the graphics here are going to look amazing. Oh, look, the car goes up the banking like that. That's interesting. Is that a good feature? Is that nice? But the Horizon you can really appreciate the banking with the third-person camera. Let's get into a race here. This could be a lot of fun. This could be a lot of fun. What I would say is, I feel like there's quite a lot of game here. Every time I go like, oh, this feels different. Oh, I'm not sure about this. Feels a bit different. To a lot of people, that's just going to be more gameplay. I think there's a huge amount of gameplay in this game. Look how good these cars look, by the way. They look really good. They look, to me, that... I know when you go in Gran Turismo in the PSVR 2 and you zoom in and it's all like insane, but to me this looks like Gran Turismo level. Some objects are popping from... Well, I don't have my LOD set on 100%. So you have to... This is a bit of education when you're watching streams, okay? Every streamer will have their own settings of the game, and there will be... Some streamers won't know how to use OBS. Some streamers will have spent half a decade tuning OBS. I've moved places where my internet connection has varied massively. I spend a lot of money on hard drives so I can record at super high bit rates and upload to YouTube at super high bit rate because I know YouTube is going to compress it. I spend a lot of my time watching tech, really nerdy, just like full tech stuff on YouTube compression. So it's the same in Rensport. I turned the rear view mirror down to like minimum quality settings and everyone was memeing like, oh, Rensport's rubbish because the rear view. But I turned it down to minimum because I didn't care about the rear view. Yeah, what you need to see is a completely valid question. And what you need is you need a video where someone, and maybe I'll do it if there's enough people who are interested, where I go through all the different LODs and I show you this is what the pop is like at 0%, here's what the pop is like at 50%, here's what the pop is like at 100%, here's the performance trade-offs. That's really what you need, because what the most valuable thing is that if someone's thinking about buying this game, you're going to be on a certain setup, on a certain graphics card and CPU on PC, and you probably want to know how's it going to be for me. Which is why, again, I'm working with NVIDIA and stuff like that to have more graphics cards. Right. $32 cars. No TC or ABS. I don't know if you saw my interview with the Ace Tech CEO, but we were both just a little bit frustrated at like the standard of... And I called myself out. The standard of like reviewing stuff on YouTube in sim racing. I don't think it's fantastic. Like, you know, there should be. Does it exist on the internet that there's a full like graphics guide for this game? Like, this is how it may look for you if you're on like a mid-range system, on a high-end system, on a low-end system. I've had a lot of questions saying, how does it look on like a ROG Ally? Well, or a Steam Deck? Like, do we know if it even runs? No, I don't think those videos exist. And that's also why I need your help as well. The more that you subscribe, the more that you share the videos, the more that you like the videos, the more I can go to Aces and say, look, can I get a ROG Ally? Because I want to test sim racing games on it, and I want to make videos showing how sim racing works on the ROG Ally. Or the same with Lenovo. You know, that's why I'm able to chat with NVIDIA, is because all the incredible support you guys have given with the content. So it's like a little bit of a it's a little bit of something that we have to do together. I can't just go by myself to massive companies and say, can you help me create this really helpful content? I already need to show them that, you know, they're gonna get good reach for, like, you know, the ROG Ally is going to be mentioned, stuff like that. Yeah, we need to see, like, we need to do a deep dive into LOD and everything else. I don't think the stream is a place to do it because it can be really tedious, but it's something I can do over a long period of time and condense into a... Forget LODs. I need to hit my braking markers. How's the car looking? Seen better days. Oh, crap. Welcome, Marianne. Are the brakes and throttle slightly backward? Maybe, I'm not sure. There's specific dead zone. You can see the draw distance here. I know that my draw distance itself is on maximum, but you can't see the whole field. Oh, almost crashed into me. How far are we behind? 5.8 seconds. Look at the cars going on the other side of the road. I mean, that's pretty good, that.
Heavy rain coming down, hit the wets.
Oh, okay. This is such a bug, man. If it's raining now and the lighting hasn't changed and there's no cloud cover, to me that is very seriously wrong. That's very seriously not joined up. Because this is completely immersion braking. It's exploitable. Driving that camera is a crime. I mean, all the critics say this is the best camera. Can appreciate the banking. So everyone's going to dive into the pits, but we're not. What I'll do is I'll manually change the graphics. So I'll manually change the time of day to be overcast and raining. But even then, something's not right here. I certainly can't see any puddling. Whoa! Completely messed this up. Is that me? And my lad's just disappeared. This is very confusing. The game's literally just fallen apart here. I'd be amazed if it's not compatible with G923. I think the bigger question is it compatible with TrueForce? Yeah, the damage is really nice. And by the way, that is a big upgrade on Gran Turismo 7. It's really frustrating me in GT Sport and GT7. Like, there is a damage model, but it's so basic. I rate the fact you've got damage here. They obviously play a little bit fast and loose with the licensing and the law. The fact you've got like Brianza and Northampton. Okay, let's go to Nürburgring. Let's go to Nordschleife. I'd quite like to drive these cars against Nordschleife, but let's do it weather type. Okay, so let's do rainfall. Let's have low let's have low deviation. Maybe it's unfair I put it on thing. Let's have it at 10x, okay? At 4 o'clock. So I'm hoping it's gonna feel like it's raining. I may have messed up the pit stop there because I missed my box and stuff. So, but There's obviously a massive queue coming into the pits, but then again, 32 cars coming into the pits. I like how they put their own graffiti here. That's actually quite a cool touch. This is the best way to critic home. I'd be amazed if the devs don't watch. I mean, I guess that's the reason why they gave us a key. So, Ariane, you prefer this GT7? I literally have never said I prefer this GT7, and I don't think I've said I prefer GT7 to this. You just invented stuff. Okay, now, okay. So it could look. It's even wind and stuff. So it could be the case that it's the dynamism potentially, right? Thanks, Vlatka. I've had so many messages of people voting. I'm so grateful. It's very generous. Yeah, now I feel like I'm on the one. Oh, well, I'm on wet tyres, but very cold. So now I can see, this is what I expect to see. Exactly what I was talking about. Puddles forming on the apex, look at that. And feeling the spray as you go over it, so you want to avoid it. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with the dynamic changing or something. Even here, the tarmac to me doesn't seem like it's illuminating correctly, but the puddles, that's really nice. See, this is why we explore the games. This is why we don't come in with an agenda to shill something or destroy something. We just come at things completely neutrally and explore them. Oh! Now we're talking. See you, Alex. See you next one. Now we're talking. Now, I used to run Project Cars 2 lobbies in stormy conditions like this, with like accelerated time of day. And this is why, because I really like this emotive style. Let's see if it gets wetter, I guess, right? Still, it's still too light for me, but that's good. I like that. Oh my days. I like the fact he's saying you're locking up the tyres. This is pretty good. Oh no, oh no. Right, let's go into the race here. Look at that puddle, that detail. That's exactly what I want to see, not just a standard texture. Have I driven my Peugeot to the Nürburgring? I've driven my Peugeot to Spa. I haven't driven my Peugeot to the Nürburgring. Maybe we'll do something. Wipers are DLC. No, wipers are there. I just I've got the wiper button mapped. Okay, let's go to the race here. Let's see what the race is saying. I'm just not so keen on so much sunlight. Is PMR KIRETH'S game of the week? No, I think my game of the week is my racing game of the week coming out today. I think is Recreation on sale.
Not ideal, mate. There's gonna be a mess in front of us.
Is it the time scaling? The time scaling here is on 1. I bumped it down to 1. Alright, we ready, everyone? Ah, obviously Volkert's going to be on pole.
Focus on the lights.
It's the Volkert brothers. Typical. Let's go. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good experience. This would be insane in VR. Like if the AI was a bit more like making moves on each other and stuff. There's no separate aggressiveness slider, which is a bit of a red flag, if you ask me. Bit harsh, but okay. Oh no. That's very good. That's a very good experience. If it's like that on PlayStation, that's at least equivalent to Gran Turismo 7. Was that a huge crash up there? Oh my god! I tried to Kimi Räikkönen it. Is everyone going into the pits or something? People boxing.
Remember the limiter.
Oh. What do we think of that, chat? I'm not allowed to rate this game, so one thing I can't do is rate it. So how would you rate it? How would you rate that? Let's do that at night. How would you rate it? It's just astonishing to me, like that's such a different experience to doing GT3s at midday at Monza. It's kind of crazy it's in the same game. It's like... I would say it's quite forgiving. It's very forgiving until you get on the grass. As soon as you dip a wheel on the grass, it's pretty much game over. Right, here we go then. One lap race at midnight. Can't have storm. In winter. Let's see. Yeah, we'll drive the 917K. 1 out of 1. Big variety. Right, let's see what happens here then at doing it at midnight. We drove the 787B yesterday. Didn't really like it. Welcome, Thomas. GT, I'll take my dad. He's 80 to the ring. Don't show him this first. Whoa. Now that looks good. That looks good to me. Okay. Are we ready for this then? I love how quickly you can just get to the race as well. This is awesome.
Not ideal, we're starting.
That's great. None of this like countdowns on us. Oh! Wipers on. Lights on. Oh, that's... Oh, that visibility is suboptimal. coming across.
Track limit violation. Officials are aware.
Don't know how they can see. Again, in VR, this would be like an out-of-body experience. Cross. Oh, just found that brickwork, saved me. Nah, wait, what the... I may as well be blind here. I mean, that in multiplayer is going to be undrivable, in a good way. Like, that's pretty good. Omic says that's not that impressive. That's pretty good. I mean, if you want to pick it apart with, like, you can see the rain lights through it sometimes and stuff like that in the cloud, but when you're actually driving it 100 miles an hour, that's pretty good. Right. I would like to do some multi-class in the hypercar. How does that sound? Do you think it'd be dynamic as to what's part of the track is raining? Someone should ask them directly, because that's a very simple yes or no answer. My hunch is no. Because otherwise, wouldn't you show it off with like a weather radar? Yeah, open wheelers would be cool. I mean, I guess you've got the open cockpit stuff. Right, let's do some multi-class. So I want to be in the... I want to be in the caddy. I want to be in the caddy. Let's just do it at Brianza. And let's do a 7-lap race. At 11 AM. And let's just do it hot. Let's do it hot in the summer. And let's add a class. Let's add GT3s. Let's have 15 of us. 12 of them. Cool. Let's do this. If the physics force feedback is realistic, that's the thing. It differs from car to car. So in some cars it might be great, in other cars it might not be. I wish more people reviewing the PS5 version. I can't work out how to activate my PS5 code, so I emailed them. I'm sure they'll let me know. I'm interested to see what it's like on Xbox. I might ask for an Xbox review code. Oh, so Samus has claimed it. Yeah, maybe open wheelies could be one for mods, but I don't understand how are people going to mod in cars accurately when you haven't... Anyway, we'll see. Depends how open they're going to be on the game. Let's just go straight to the race. A bit risky, but...
No time set.
Hopefully it puts us at the back of... Yeah, it's done it. Nice. Not like Le Mans Ultimate puts you at the back unless you skip quali, which I guess we've done, to be fair. Okay. I want to know what tyres the other people are on. Well, I mean, when you're looking at this field of hypercars, that's definitely not stuck in 2015, bro. Because these are all the latest hypercars and GT3s running in IMSA and WEC. In fact, the Porsche is so new, the Porsche have pulled out of WEC. So is that lockups or is that... Am I beached? Oh, that's rough. Well, what's going on here? What's going on here? Is it because they're all grid starts, aren't they? Why are they grid starts? I mean, I like grid starts, but the grid start here doesn't make any sense.
Good luck, mate.
Is there any discount? Logitech RS50. I think the bundle might be discounted. Have a look at my Black Friday video. You haven't seen that. It's nice how you can see the tyres coming off. That's nice. Oh, we got out-dragged by a AMG. And not the AMG 1. It's a bit weird how the...
Officials flag a track limit violation.
Oh, there we go. It's a bit weird how the tyre smoke there is similar to the wet weather one. Hopefully my deploy is automatic. You can see my blue bar. I don't want to have to press around with stuff. That's not how they do it in real life, I think. Whoa, there we go. That's me releasing the brake too early. Oh no. Is that hybrid deploying? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh yeah, what's my ABS and stuff?
Focus on the lights.
Oh, there is no ABS. That's why. Look at the launch on the Mercedes. Oh, that's nice. Okay, that's cool. Maybe that's what the Peugeot was doing previously. Right, let's be a lot more progressive on the brakes. How about that? Driving cockpit. Oh, let's just blow through it. We'll drive in all the views. Relax.
You committed a track limit violation.
Sometimes the game looks really good. Like, I feel here the game looks good to me. Looking at the car and the reflections. Obviously it's got the official livery. Pretty cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. That 963's battered. How am I looking now? Not great. I love the little depth of field here. Well, there goes a GT3. Nah, damn it. Heavy damage now. Come on, we got this. We got this. We got to drive properly in this thing. We've got to drive properly in this thing. Let's go this way. It's a very good point you make, actually. In GT7, you get ABS and TC on every car, whereas that doesn't apply here. Again, that's a differentiator. I feel like I need a little radar. Is that the GR10 hybrid? Right, let's do some multi-class lapping. Let's get into this. This is running very smoothly for me, I have to say. Oh, brother! I had nowhere to go. I was forced to cut the corner there. Yeah, we'll slow, we'll take that. Yeah, we were forced to. Oh, I've lost all these positions now. Come on. Tell you what, this force feedback's nice. I haven't even thought about the force feedback while I've been driving this Cadillac. It's a very good sign. I think we're deploying a bit on acceleration, aren't we? Your comments are to the entire chat. Get past the Toyota. Oh, ref. Oh no. I've looted it. Back in the GT3s where we belong. Okay, so it's a limiter. Nope. Not quite, we're still learning. Flashing the lights. A bit of multi-class action here. absolutely eat curbs in this game. Cool. Trying to understand, like, when you come off the lock, that rotation. We notice it in, like, the GT3s as well. If you have pre-ordered graphics look poor against ACC, I don't think so. I think ACC has more, like, sponsored, like, actual sponsored set stuff going on. Like, you have the Fanatec screens and everything. Obviously ACC I can do in VR. That's interesting, there's no ABS, but I can see it's the TC light that flickers when I lock up. Do you think Kaz and PD is keeping an eye? I reckon, yeah. I reckon. Because they want to see what the market's saying. This is quite a lot of fun, this car. Remember, in Gran Turismo 7, you wouldn't be able to stop people driving this car with ABS on. Evo... I think Evo looks... Probably for me on this PC, Rensport has the best graphics at Monza. It's just it just feels a bit lifeless, like the grass is overgrown, and I think the grandstands are empty. I mean, all the time, but the graphics are incredible. Evo looks really good. LMU, I do LMU mainly in VR, so I'm messing around with all like the MSAA and stuff all the time. I would say this feels very fluid. Like even when I'm in cockpit view and I've got the mirrors and the displays. That's too late. So that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. Let's go to Daytona and do it. Forza Motorsport looks good as well. It does. I mean, all this stuff about looking good though is a bit of a nonsense because on a 4090 you can make any game kind of look good. So it's all about which game looks better is like, it's not how it used to be on... I think a really good question is what game looks best on PS5? Because then you have locked hardware. Can I get more opponents here? Yeah, we can. 16 GT3s. Okay, let's race at Daytona. Look at that reflections there, nice. You on AMD so colours are deeper? I really don't think that's how it works, bro. ACC's graphics look good but lacks flexibility. Keep in mind the amount of content here. Disagree. ACC has... I think I've bought all the DLC for ACC over time, and there's an awful lot of cars, liveries and tracks. You can also do big old grid races, and it's quite easy to do nice time of day. I mean, I've done, for example, time of day races at Brands Hatch in the English summer, afternoon going into evening, like unbelievable. Also Nordschleife going into storms and ACC, unbelievable. So
No time set, so we're starting.
I definitely wouldn't say this game looks bad, basically. Oh, in the AMD, what's it called? Adrenaline thing. Donald says, violent wheel, I use wrist braces because even old wheels were enough. Have you damaged your wrist then? Basically, the force should be limited. There should be no need for the force that was coming through yesterday. It's so obvious this YouTuber is a non-AMS2 fan. You can do anything in AMS2. You can roleplay in AMS2. You can get out of your car in AMS2. You can invest in stocks in AMS2. He's such a non-AMS2 fan, this YouTuber. I've heard a lot of people say this sim looks better on PS5 than PC. I massively doubt this can look better on PS5 Pro than my 4090, but I'll find out. Biggest, is it good or another race to send out the list? Let's have a look at this race. Have a look at this race. We're going to do some multi-class at Daytones. You ready? Thanks, bro. By the way, you can't start races like this in Forza at Daytona. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I'm getting beasted by the GT3s again. Brother. Max Koenig. Why do I feel like I know the name Max Koenig? Is there a driver called Max Speed? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I'm enjoying the caddy. I think I'm enjoying the caddy more than I enjoy the caddy in the LMU. And that almost feels like blasphemy. I don't know how that GT3 is so close though. I guess on the GT3 is only like 5 seconds slower laps, isn't it? We've absolutely destroyed that chicane. Damn it. We are a little bit right hand down now. There should be real drivers. I would love if there's real... If they can get the IMS drivers, that should be Robin Trines ahead of us. Get some camera flashes in the grandstands as well. There was just a bit of grass there they hadn't cut. Just noticed it on the previous lap. Thought we just oh. And again there. Track limit penalties. Yeah, I mean, it's the ones where you get hit into a track limit. Ooh. That should be track limit. Okay. No one say anything. But what I was going to say is the curbs are very forgiving. The curbs are extremely forgiving. There's a bit similar to Rennsport there, where the curbs don't really do anything. Am I getting regen on the hybrids? Forgiving curbs is not sim but arcade. I'd agree with you. To say it in a more sophisticated way, I think the more you compromise on curbs upsetting you in your balance of the car, the more you're going more towards racing than sim. Like, look at that, we can just absolutely eat that curb. Ah, track limits are busted at chicane. Oh, thanks for the vote. Thanks for the vote, appreciate it. If anyone hasn't voted, please, please, please vote for me for Autosport Creator of the Year. You can vote. The drivers category is Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, Oliver Rowland. Which is kind of crazy because I've raced against Lando Norris, I've raced against Max Verstappen, I've interviewed Oliver Rowland in Brazil, in Sao Paulo. And now I'm nominated alongside them as please, 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 please hit that link. It takes 30 seconds. Please vote for me. Even just to go to the awards ceremony in London would be one of the greatest things ever in my life, I think. If I was to win it, I think it's a life changer. But we're the smallest creator on there by far. So literally your vote massively counts. And also, I think it's like a, oh yeah, Black has put the link in. Oh my goodness, what the hell, what came off? I feel like we may have some damage. Yeah. Also, hopefully it's super inspirational for anyone watching that you don't need to be born into like, you don't need to be born into circles or anything. I'm not born into anything. I've not had any connections. I've not had any like, oh, someone who knows someone knows someone. No, this has been all literally through this channel. Since day one. Since day one on this channel. Anyone can do it. What kind of aero package are we running here? Oh my god. Can you pit him? Will there be an invisible wall? I reckon that might be a little bit too far forwards. Oh no. That's just the same. Is it the hybrid kicking in there? Oh, that's got to be in the box, surely. No? Nah, come on. Maybe they don't know where the car is because I took the front nose off. Just being a father to 3 cats. Yes. Tropic, you're an inspiration. Just 700 subs. Good luck. I remember those days, 700s, back in 2020. Keep going. I probably was short shifting. Streamers are complaint about too much slip angle. Oh, TV demo. I quite like the into the what's the second chicane called? No, what's the second hairpin called at Daytona? I was really liking just a little bit of slip in there. Let's have a look at the replay. Let's have a look at the replay. This is going to be horrendous. Pitbox's DLC. If EA were making this game. Struggled off the line, even with all that hybrid. Yeah, you're right. I didn't actually enter the pit box. This is pretty impressive, I think, having this many cars at Daytona. I'm fed up of games where you just have like 12 cars or 14 cars. It'd be like Battlefield 6 if there are only like 14 people in the lobby. I'm not sure you can do rolling starts. I'm not sure rolling starts are a possibility. Nate, just dropping in, how's today going compared to yesterday? I think I've generally enjoyed today more than yesterday. I mean, I had fun yesterday as well. It's always great streaming. So, like, taking that out of the equation, I had fun yesterday. But today I'm really having a lot of good combinations. Like what we did at Nordschleife and things. I don't know why it tends to struggle so much here. Right. Maybe let's hit up some online. How's the wheel settings compared to... Ah, my game crashed. My game just crashed, everyone. That's the first time. That's the first crash we've had. Isn't the first one the international issue? Something went wrong with Project Motor Racing game. We compiled an error report. Please send it to us. So we can do something. Rolling starts coming in an update. That kind of worries me a bit because I feel like rolling starts should be pretty simple. Zaydon, I was looking forward to this because 92,000 cars. Thing is, if you want this to be a really good online racer for you, then maybe there's a bit more urgency because you want to be on the cutting edge. If you want to race in single player 90s cars, 2000 GT cars, there's no rush. There's no rush, right? Phoebe, do you think it's worth the buy? I'll give an assessment at the end of this stream because we're having some good experiences. I think from what I've driven, the older cars have a bit more damping in the steering. But that Cadillac was nice to me. Much nicer than the Valkyrie. What are my PC specs? 4090 and 13900K CPU or 4900K CPU? I can't quite remember. Game is loading, by the way, so... Now, I haven't tried on PS5 yet, but we'll try it on PS5. We'll try it on my G Pro to see if it works with True Force, and we'll try it on the Fanatec. We'll try it on the Fanatec Club Sport DD Plus as well on PC to see if True Force works. Studio pre-ordered a month ago, no going back. Is it exciting or is it like torture to watch these videos? Force feedback is good. It's very inconsistent. It was nice in the Cadillac. It's so funny because that's the cover car for Forza Motorsport. VB, I just want to say you were one of the main reasons I bought my R3. Just got into sim racing. It's been fun. Nice one. Hope you enjoyed the R3. What a great bundle to start with, the R3 is. Just a fun little tiny direct drive bundle to start with. Right. Ooh. Who are these people? Don't mind if I do. Space for one more. Space for one more. It's me and Ryan. Don't worry, Ryan. I'll 1v1 you. I'll 1v1 you, bro. I'm going to go in the M4. I like driving the M4. Honestly, I'll 1v1 you. Oh. when you come with a big rep, people don't want to race you as much, you know? Brother can't even get a race these days. Oh, Zolder. Okay. Alright, I see you, bro. I see you. I've just done 23 hours. Yes! Okay. Yes! This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, everyone. Welcome, Lousy Shot. Yeah, force feedback is varied, but I like driving this car. I like driving this car. This might be fun at Zolder. This could be a fun race. We got, I think S4, he's probably a straight 4 Studios dude. In fact, I think Tom's, in fact, I think we've stumbled in a straight 4 Studios lobby here. They're in the chat. They're in the chat. You have to like, if you put loads of claps in the chat, it's like a little thing. Like at the beach you do that and all the stuff comes out. Look at my ping of 0. Just absolutely rock solid ping. LMU looks better. I think LMU has more of an aura because of the licensing. I wouldn't say it looks better though. Sitting here in front of the 4K monitor. Let's get it on. Happy there's game chat. Is there game chat? I don't think there is game chat. I'd love if there was voice chat now. Silent Gaming, hi Kirith, watched some of your stream yesterday while at work and just want to say thank you for giving us some insight on how the game development process can be. I appreciate you, my friend. I appreciate you, Silent Gaming 09, the 9th of the Silent Gaming clan. GT Sport looks better. GT Sport does not look better. I went back to... You're speaking to someone who streamed thousands of hours in GT Sport. I went back when they closed the servers. I did the last ever GT Sport race. And you can see the video. I was surprised at how worse the graphics were than I remembered. Let's go to Zolder. Let's go to Zolder. I don't think there is voice chat. I don't think there is voice chat. Will you be able to make custom liveries? I guess so as mods. Let's go. Let's get in this. Let's have some of this, lads. Why am I on the hard tyre? This is a much wider pit. Oh, I forgot that we're not in no clip anymore. Flashing in. This is going to be a great... What you're watching, chat, is great because I've just done 23 hours of Zolder with my karting teammate here in an old Cadillac, and we spent a long time setting up the car and stuff, and it's very difficult to drive, and I have a strong feeling this is going to be a lot more forgiving than that. Like, I can barely take this chicane in the Cadillac because you just can't hit the curbs. Nah, this is so much more forgiving than iRacing. If you try and compare this game to iRacing, proper iRacing people are just going to laugh at you. Like, I feel like this shouldn't be compared to iRacing. It doesn't need to be compared to iRacing because it's subscription-free racing. Like here, you'd spin out on the Cadillac there. You spin out on the Cadillac. And anyone who saw me driving in Jimmy Broadbent's 23 hours? And this car allegedly doesn't have traction control. Does anyone know if the hard tyre is the best tyre to be on, by the way? Yeah, exactly. Even ACC. When you take a curb in ACC for the first time, honestly, anyone who's played ACC, I don't think you forget the first time you hit a curb in ACC and you hear the whole car go and like everything rattles. You're like, oh, that's actually a big curb. Rennsport, curbs don't exist. You just go all over them. But I think I'm going to make a Rennsport race video, so it's on the channel, so we have like a reference of different games on the spectrum. That doesn't mean... I don't think that's not me saying the physics aren't good. I'm just saying it's more forgiving. I'm someone who likes Gran Turismo. Like, Gran Turismo is very forgiving. What I would say is this track feels very similar to iRacing in a good way. Like, my muscle memory is just of the dimensions of the track. So if you think the iRacing track is good, I think this is also very good, but the curves are different. It's also a different car as well, obviously. Yeah, harder doesn't mean more realistic. That's true. But I think harder can often mean that more stuff is being simulated. For example, the tyres here, the tyre simulation could be better than iRacing. Oh, very nice. Are you a third in class? Which class was that?
You've got the fastest lap right now.
Fastest lap, everyone! Showing these developers how to... giving them the feedback on the handling. As the fastest driver here, as a pro driver. Pro driver gives developers feedback on new sim. That's what we're going to call it. Get some of that tasty slipstream. Let's eat some of that slip. That's a lot. That's quite a bit of curb.
10 minutes remaining in the session.
Someone taken out that barrier. So that's a movable barrier. It's now on the right hand side. I like it. Trying to avoid the well, there is no ABS. Just want to avoid the locking. I enjoy G7, but if I'm decent more hardcore like ACC, there are way too many experts to go on GT7. I can't quite understand that comment. Are you saying there's the standard of GT7 drivers can be quite high? Oh, Vic's destroyed us. Call a turn one. Horrendous. Lost a lot of time there. A lot of time. Didn't gain as much as I thought. Oh no. That left rear is overheated a bit. I will say that. I will say that. I think we locked up coming to the last corner, didn't we? Alright, take some 10s up there. How's my left rear looking? degrees. Not great. Better than the previous one. Oh, no track limit. Oh, we got a warning track limit. Oh, okay. So you cannot do that in iRacing in the Cadillac, but you could do it in the TCR. Wow, look at the timing screen. Will it give this lap or not? I feel like we scrubbed speed, but it's a lot faster. Come on. We've got to smash this chicane in third. That's too much. Alright, okay. P2 at the moment, chat. P2 at the moment. Not bad. You own some sports cars and done some tracking days. Very nice. I think for me, iRacing is not about being a one-to-one representation of what a car is like to drive on the track in terms of in isolation. It's about the competitive aspect. It's about the space you give other cars when you're trying to overtake. It's about the consistency. It's about understanding the setup of cars. And that leaves space for it to be not as... Who's this Boris dude who's beating us? To be fair, our last lap, which didn't count, was fairly beastly. So fuel used... So 1.4 a lap. So the race is going to be 20 minutes. The race is going to be 20 minutes. Time per lap. So we're going to do more than 10 laps. How many laps are we going to do? Can we do like 12 laps or something? 13 laps? Let's say we do 14 laps. 14 litres, 4... What if I put 16 litres in? What if I put 16 in? Is 16 litres gonna... No, it's gonna be more than 10 laps because it's 1 minute 48. It's less than 2 minutes a lap, and there's 20 minutes. $16. See, this is where I don't know all this stuff. Okay, there's only hard tyres. Right, I'm just going to pop to the bathroom. I'll be back for the qualifying in the race. Could be a fun one. Thanks a lot for the membership, 4PR Jam, by the way. Can we get some claps out in the chat, everyone? For our latest member supporting the community. Please, please, please get some claps out. 4PRL Jam. My favourite type of PRL. Please, please get some claps out there. Support our members. What's up? I watch your vids so much and they're so helpful. I became a member. I know it's not much, but I've never joined. Oh, I appreciate it. It means a lot. It means a huge amount. Thank you so much. We can call you Tim. I like it. Tim it is. Welcome, Tim, to the community. Please put your claps in there. Welcome, Walter, as well. You've got access to the emojis now, Tim. Ooh, we've got to get in those 46s. We've got to get in those 46s. Appreciate the news videos, yes. Next Sim Racing show tomorrow, I think. We've ended up in this developer race. We've got to do our bit for the creators. Felix, I'm in doubt if I will purchase F125 at PMR. Just had a month ago the T598. Well, what would you do? Probably try and get a physical copy of F125. Probably quite cheap. Right, qualifying. Vehicle set up. 16 litres, let's do it. Let's go. Oh, he zoomed off there, ref. Still get a penalty. Some very competitive racing. It's a good point. Open wheelies in F1, there's no open wheelies here. So where are we braking here? Just gotta smash that first part of the chicane. Someone's on a controller, by the way. Let's go. On what basis are you saying AMS2 is objectively better? Sounds pretty subjective to me. Oh, mate. Yeah, I feel like we do need radar. Would just be better for the game. It can be optional. Just people in single player, you don't have it on. Smash this chicane.
Final 5 minutes.
This could be a big lap. This could be a big old lap. This could be a big lap. Are we going to go pole? Are we going to go pole? Pole position. Pole position provisionally. That's too quick. That's too quick, that is. Qualifying on hard. Yeah, just doing it the hard way. We also lost a bit of time here. That's much tidier through there, much tidier. We locked up here, but I don't think it matters. Try ahead in a good lap.
1 minute remaining in the session.
Come on, come on. This is going to be huge. Come on. P1 again. Double P1. We're witnessing history, everyone, potentially. Too much slip there.
Session start. Check your flag this lap.
Too much slip. So we've got 8 litres left in the car. And we weren't quite halfway. I'm going to put in a couple litres more.
There's some very fast guys out there, mate. P2 is also...
Ah! P2. P2. Welcome, Metzvia. P2. Fair play. Fairs. Fairs. We had the potential there. We had the potential there. Yeah, Las Vegas, I got it all wrong this morning. I tried to stay up. What I'm going to do after this stream is I'm going to get some rest and wake up for it. So it's 5 laps. We did 5 laps. And we think it's going to be a 12-lap race. Let's go see. To chat, we're racing against all the developers here. We've got to do it for. We've got to do it for the creators. Tommy Cube, glad I got the footage back. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to pass through that. Okay. Here we go, everyone.
Good luck, mate.
Oh, there's been some contact. I was definitely Apex first, surely. Surely. Surely I was at the Apex first. Let stewards decide. Oh, there's been a huge crash behind. There's been a huge crash. We got some damage there, that felt quite understeery. Come on, we got pace. We've got pace, we've got pace. Bit off the apex there, so maybe you had to lift a little bit. Remember, Project Motor Racing, I think, is very tyre dependent. So I'm trying to really look after tyres here. I don't think he's looking after the tyres as well as I am, I've got to be honest. So I think this could pay massive dividends. There's also a ton of penalties behind. I'm trying not to overly pitch the car and stuff like that. Win, win, win. I think we're going to be good on fuel, surely. Chat, what do you think? Can we win this? Is it going to be tyre dependent? Do we got to do it before then? My left rear is pretty good at 74, I'd say. I'm looking after that left rear. Oh, that's a decent line. That's a decent line. We're running this at 4K. Didn't hear you, mate. Spin up to yeah, both of us here, a bit difficult. 85 degrees in that left rear, 86. He's very good through that. He's very good. We're not going to let him win. It's motorsport. There's no participation prizes here. This is brutal. This is going to be hardcore attritional racing. Only one can survive. It's me or him. I'm liking my line through there, I'm liking that a lot. Oh, you took the day off GT7, nice. Smart move. That's nice, what a cool thing it is to take a day off for a game update, for a game. One of life's pleasures. We've got to step this up a little bit, just a little bit. Back markers. Power that, power that, power that. 90 degrees left rear. Power that, power it. Come on, step it up, step it up. Step it up. He's better than me through here though.
Race is halfway over. Back marker coming up is not for position. Get by as soon as you can. Don't lose any time.
Bit of traffic here. Oh my days. Leaning on that left rear through there. It's faster. What wheelbase I'm using? I'm using Simicube T Pro and an Asher Artura Ultimate, so it's pretty top of the range.
Heads up, you're not racing the back marker in front. Just get past quickly.
Maybe he's just cutting that chicane like that. Just do the same. So you're going to need back markers to play ball here because there's no ghosting. My back marker did not play ball.
It's just a back marker in front. Not for the race. Just get past them.
Let's try cutting the chicane a bit more. If that's what he's been doing, then fair play. We can do the same. (109 to 110 degrees on the left rear. Maybe it'll be the same. Big lock-ups. 108 degrees. Punishing that left. I think he might be as well. 115 degrees, goodness me. At this pace, we're both going to be absolutely cooking.
Back marker ahead is not in position. We need a clean pass.
Dude, sub for attention. Good thing to do. Come on. Come on.
Back marker coming up is not in position. Get by as soon as you can. We don't want to lose any time.
A little bit of a moment there. We've got enough fuel. We've got enough fuel for 2 laps.
Heads up, you're not racing this back marker in front, so don't get past.
Or 3 laps. Is it going to be 3 laps? Do we have enough fuel for 3 laps? I think we do. No, it wouldn't be 3, it'd be 2, right? Oh. Cooked it, cooked it. Cooked it.
This back marker in front isn't in contention, so pass them now.
Oh my god. My tyres are gone, Bono. My tyres are gone. There is going to be another lap, and we do have the fuel. and see what happens. We got that fuel.
There's a back marker ahead, so it's not the position. Near clean pass.
I think the different lines you take through here can really change the punishment of that left rear. Steak on the left rear, yeah. Boil an egg on it, fry an egg on it.
Back marker coming up is not the position.
We got a 2-second
As soon
penalty.
as you can, we don't want to lose any time. Track limit violation. Officials noted it.
Good result though. If we bring this home in a P2, what a cracking result that will be in a 12-lap race against the developers. Let's just bring this home now. P2 everyone, P2. I will take that. Where's the checkers flag dude? There he is.
Catching a back marker. Stay alert.
Not bad, not bad. As far as I can see, you can drive every car in Quick Racing Online, which wasn't the case in Gran Turismo 7 when it first came out, and I made videos against that. You drive what you want. He drives what he wants. GG's. I'd like to see this experience on PS5, because this is crossplay, right? So I want to see what that's like on PS5. I'm very curious. Welcome Adrian and Seven as well. My biggest pet peeves in iRacing in racing games: ceramic brakes don't squeal. Yeah, so I mean, I guess maybe I could have. Maybe if I knew what to do with the camber and things, I could change stuff with the camber to make it less loaded on that left rear, but that's pretty good fun. Pretty good fun. Is it a buy or no buy? I still don't know yet. I still don't know. Because ultimately this experience you still can have in like AC and loaded by the games on PC. That's why I'm curious, like, is that a fun experience on PS5? Is it equivalent to or better than Gran Turismo? Save the replay. See if it likes it. I like it. Is GTE Pat locked to pre-orders? I'm not sure. Well, congratulations to Boris there. Boris crushing it. The corner cutting is insane. Yeah, we only got one track limit penalty. It's very different to iRacing track limits at Zolder, I can tell you that. I think the annoying thing, and this isn't good, is that you can't all stay in the lobby because all the things are fixed. That's absolutely fine for me because I'm just going to do GT3 Monza. So I'll just do GT3 Monza again and again and again. Anyone doing this ranked stuff? Anyone in some ranked? Don't know why no one's... Oh, I don't really know Mosport. Someone's in there. Some brave soul. Who's in here? Show you registered. Hey. LMDH World Champions. These are big races. 20 laps, 20 laps, 25 laps. 16 laps San Marino. Oh, these are big challenges. I like this. This is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer for the people that like, you know, more single player, but like really long, in-depth experiences. This is a smart move because you can all have these leaderboards, like 43 laps of Spa, 50 laps of Sebring, and in a way that I guess you can still pause the race and stuff like that. Here we go. Some people on leaderboard. QL, PMR, S4, Austin, Victor Colomites. Don't know who these people are, but they're on the leaderboards. Oh, Big Victor. Big Victor's everywhere. Who's Victor? Oh, thanks. If you haven't voted for me even Creator of the Year, please vote Creator of the Year for me. Autosport Awards, the big one. You can vote for Max, Lando, Oscar Piastri, whoever you want to vote for Driver of the Year. But Creator of the Year, lend me your vote if possible. Kirith, we need a Rennsport video. Well, I was going to make a video on the previous Rennsport race I made. I still might do it. Good racing, Just Boris. Great racing. Fantastic racing. Really good stuff. Shame I just wasn't quite... I didn't quite have a couple of tenths to get some wheel-to-wheel, but it was great racing. Has there been a patch? I don't think so. To me, this looks the same as yesterday. We're having better combinations. We had good combinations yesterday. We just had a couple of combinations yesterday I didn't really like the Vantage at Sao Paulo. Should I buy this on GeForce Now? Well, if you buy it on GeForce Now, you can't use a wheel, can you? Well, now can you use Logitech on GeForce Now? One of those devs has jumped off to fix the track limits. Send in my replay. How an esports driver is exploiting them. How's the online ranked races? Obviously the game's not out yet, so I'm very curious. But I really want to see this experience on PS5. If this experience is as it is now on PS5, then we're in possible game changer territory. At the moment on PC, you've got Race Room, AMS2, AC, LMU, iRacing. There's a load of games on PC. So I think the unique aspect is that they're cross-play multiplayer. So that's what I really want to see. Have I done any career stuff yet? We actually haven't started the career. I kind of want to do a series maybe on the career. So maybe we'll do a new stream or a series of videos on career. Yeah, definitely. That race was good. Even today when we started at Spa in the hypercars, I enjoyed driving the Cadillac. The Cadillac has been my favourite hypercar to drive. Shame there's no Ferrari 499p, otherwise I feel like you got a full stack of hypercars. Let's have a look. Look, hypercars, you got basically everything apart from the Ferrari. Which is insane. You've even got the outgoing Lambo. It's madness. If they could add the Glickenhaus and the Floyd Vanwall just for banter as well. LMPs, I don't know too much about these cars. Group Cs, I don't know too much about these. GT1s, I don't know too much about them. Although I know this is a cool looking car. GT, so is this a GTE? No, it didn't. This is a car Verstappen was driving when he crashed into me, and I was driving the Mustang. GT3s, nice selection of GT3s. I guess the McLaren is missing, and the 296, but otherwise it's a good selection. Even the R8, that's quite nice. Cup car. That'll be good for spec racing, I think. GTO, I don't know too much about. I think I drove quite a few of these in Forza. I don't know about these ones, but I know people will like the 917K. I feel like the cars look amazing. I feel like this environment, it would be nice if it populated with trophies that you've won. Like, let's say I've just got a P2 in that race, even if it's a custom race. It'd be nice like if it just populated somewhere, little P2. And also it'd be nice if you could add fake sponsors to your race suit, because it looks a bit like Temu. GT4s. Ooh, Alpine GT4. That could be a lot of fun. That could be a lot of fun. I don't know too much about NGT, or this car looks absolutely ridiculous. Is it made out of wood? These cars look like they should be very difficult to control. I like this car, that's nice. And I like the MX-5 as well. And I like the fact that the license test is oh, I like you can change the cockpit view here. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Can you explode it and stuff? Don't think you can explode it. Oh, you can cycle through liveries here. Oh, I like this one. I like that one a lot. Toggle favourite. Oh, this is pretty cool. Are these all fake brands? If they're fake brands, they look pretty good. Is that meant to be like Siemens on the side? I mean, that's a real livery. Whoa. That looks so aggressive. It looks so much more aggressive in that colour. And that's a GT4. Let's sit in the cockpit and see that Fanatec wheel. Okay, we can't. This is meant to be like Golf, but it's not Golf. It's got a Goodyear logo on it. This is Martini, but it's not Martini. That's got a Shell logo. This is like a Hot Wheels car. Sit in the cockpit. What does it look like? Ancient. Yeah. GTA. That's. I recognise that livery. I recognise this livery. 992. There's some pretty nice liveries in here. I think also the engine is showing it quite nicely. Don't know if it's similar in Farm Simulator. It feels like it's quite important, especially if you have DLC, that the cars look nice. So you want to be, after you've bought it, you want it to be here and it look nice. They look beastly, these cars. They look really good. I mean, when I went to Jerez last year for Super Trofeo, you realise that these Lamborghinis are like no joke. That's like, isn't that the one from the Gran Turismo movie? What's his name? Who's the baddie? Not my character. My character's not a baddie. AMG. So I remember racing this this car on track today. That's quite nice. Quite like that. You've got a couple of. Oh, that's nice. Mark Thomas, would you recommend waiting for Fantech Black Friday? You may as well wait. It's coming, isn't it coming out tomorrow or Monday? Thanks, Pearl Jam, for voting. Appreciate it. What different views do you get in this game? There's 2 bonnet views, cockpit view and a third person view, and you can change, I think, FOV in all of them. Alpine GT4. When I was at Le Mans a few weeks ago, I did a hot lap. Did a passenger hot lap in an Alpine. I was like, oh, this is actually really good. I mean, this livery is pretty iconic, isn't it? Esperanto. Never heard of that. Yeah, you just add the German flag on that one. So this is meant to be the silk cut one, but it's not silk cut. And this is meant to be Castrol, but it's not Castrol. See, I know my racing. And this is meant to be the orange and green Tic Tacs, but it's not. That's quite a nice one, I like that one. This one I saw at the expo. That's quite nice. Oh, look at the paint on that. Look at the paint on that. So are these official IMSA? I mean, this has got Heart of Racing on it. Has it got an IMSA logo? Is that WeatherTech? Yeah, IMSA. So they've got the liveries through IMSA, I guess, which is pretty cool. The Cadillac, they've got both Cadillac ones. Peugeot. And the GRO 10, they don't have the other one, I think. Shame no 499p, but there we go. 70 cars it's meant to be. No VR support as far as I understand. This is PC version. How come you've never mentioned them in the Gran Turismo? I very rarely mention them in the Gran Turismo movie, and I've raced Mazdas in Spain. I really should mention it more. I need to have a post-it note here that says, don't forget you were in the Gran Turismo movie. What else is happening soon that's cool? I've been nominated for the Autosport Awards as well. Creator of the Year. Like, how insane is that? These are the awards where they give the best driver of the year. Like Verstappen, if I go to the awards, I'll be at the same award ceremony as Verstappen. There's only like 6 or 7 categories. Best driver, best car. Like the McLaren Formula 1 car this year is nominated. And one of the categories is Creator of the Year. It's unreal. It's unreal. Chat, send that link to your friends. Send it to your family. Send it to your colleagues. Send it to the colleagues you don't even really speak to. Go on street corners with an iPad. Sorry to bother you, sir, but can I interest you in voting? Spam chats with it. Go on the biggest like Kick and YouTube streams and spam the chat. What else can we do? How else could we win this? Like legitimately. Need to do some kind of viral campaign. Need to go viral on it. James Wilson just done the upgrade from Logitech G29 to Fanatec DD Pro. I love that so many people are upgrading from belt and gear driven to direct drive because it's just such a nice feeling. It's quieter, the materials are better, there's less plastic, the rims are better, they all come with detachable rims. It's smoother. Yeah, you can feel it's more powerful, which is nice. Right, what's the time, chat? It's 9 o'clock. Remember, I've got to do Las Vegas at 4 a.m. and I got my strategy completely wrong yesterday because I tried to stay up and I got too bored. I was like, I can't stay awake. I'm just too bored. So I'm going to harness the boredom today. I'm going to have a nap and I'll wake up for 3 a.m. Smash Vegas. That's what they call Las Vegas when I'm in town. Dan Loki got the T300 GT. Wish I got a T5. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't get a T300 these days. I'd get a T598. Do you think it's more realistic than GT and Forza Motorsport? I actually think it's more like Forza Motorsport than GT. I think it's more like ACC. But the car, in that Zolder race, the car was pivoting like quite a bit. You can't have a race like that Zolder race in GT7. You could have a race like that Zolder race in Forza if it's a nice combination, everything's dialed in. KCR Simba in the house. It's a diversity, sim racing, F1 following, motorsport news, real and raw CEO interviews. I'm not surprised by the recognition. I'm very surprised. We are by far the smallest person on that list. And you know, this time last year, I was going to Brazil with Formula E and Jaguar, and I went to the launch of the Formula E Jaguar car on a roof of a skyscraper in Sao Paulo, and it was me and Lissy McIntosh, who's also nominated, and she's like massive. I think she just won TikTok Sports Creator of the Year. So even then, I was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool! Like I'm doing big stuff. I'm on top of a skyscraper. I made all this content, which is really cool. I want to re-release it. But yeah, I've never in this sphere, in the sim racing motorsport sphere, I've never been nominated. I've never like even thought about it. I've never been disappointed because I've never thought about it. And so to get nominated was like out of the blue. Like people were messaging me like, "Oh, you've been nominated." Like what? So it's really nice to be nominated because it is a recognition of a lot of hard work and like perseverance. Actually, Dan's on the wheel stand. If you've got any questions, chat about your setups, let me know now. Any questions about Black Friday? Since I made my Black Friday video, Acertech have done some mad sale. Who else? Camus doing some sale, although I don't think it's that impressive. Fanatec sale comes out. We'll see. I'll try and get advanced. I'll try and get ahead of it with Fanatec. I think Asher sale might be out. Thanks, Tommy. How crazy would it be if they later add F1 and Indy cars? I think it'd be great. Can you compare the feel of the car and graphic GT7? Graphic-wise, it's difficult because I'm on PC, GT7, but feel of the cars feel a lot more, or sometimes they feel unnecessary, but the cars have a lot more dynamic range than in GT7. But you have to understand where I'm coming from. If Zolder was in GT7, if I did the daily race in GT7, because of the popularity of GT7, because of where I'm in splits, I would expect to be kind of nose to tail like 12 cars. And it'd be real small differences. Whereas here, the pack was sped out massively. This is obviously the nature of being like a casual lobby, but like the lines we were taking were massively different. So there's more dynamic range to it. But also, we didn't really have any apart from the first corner, we didn't have any wheel-to-wheel racing in that race. So I enjoyed the challenge of it. So I had fun in a different way. But in GT7, I don't want the tracks to be super difficult. I don't want when I go into a Ascari in GT7, I don't want it, if I hit those little sausage curbs, I don't want to massively unsettle the car and lose a load of time. I want to have a good window where I can adjust my line to try and get a better exit, to try and go up the inside. I want to have a bit more forgiveness to foster good racing. There was a bit of contact at the beginning. I think in GT World, we would have just kind of rubbed and gone side by side. Here it seems to be, and also with yesterday with Gamer Muscle, it seems to be the contact, it's more severe. Thanks, Echoborn from Holland. Oh yeah, Vlaka's got the link. It would be massive underdogs. We're the smallest people by far, but I feel like we have the most tight-knit community. Like I'm not just doing Instagram posts. Like I live and breathe this. This is not something I put in a box and put it away. This is me. Like this is Saturday night and I'm having a load of fun playing a brand new racing game that, yes, I've got a little bit early because I'm able to, they give it to me because I'm able to stream it at good quality and bring exposure. But if I wasn't, next weekend I'd be playing it anyway. So this is what I enjoy doing. Where's that reflecting? 1-0 on the back of that Audi. But yeah, chat, I'm going to end the stream there and I'll be back. I'll set the stream up for Las Vegas. So it'd be good to, if anyone's going to be up, if anyone can't sleep, anyone in the US, don't worry. I'll probably go live at 3 o'clock just because I'll just be too bored otherwise. And then it's going to be Sunday tomorrow and we can do some more stuff. There'll be more videos coming out. The videos are doing really well. Remember to use your hypes. The streaming here, we haven't dropped a single frame again, which has been amazing. I was able to record that race, so again I can make another little video just explaining it and stuff like that. Mod support is the key to success. Mod support is the key to success of this channel. Thanks, Lousy. 3 a.m. GMT, UK time. Can you edit the helmet? Let me just see. I can't remember. I don't. Maybe you can see. I think it's just primary colors and stuff like that. Cool. Well, thanks so much, everyone. I'll email Project Motor Racing Game. It'd be great to get a PS5 key because it'd be cool to do that tomorrow. Then I'll feel like I've got a good understanding of the game across PC and PS5. That's the missing knowledge for me at the moment. But yeah, I feel my closing remarks are that I was worried at the Sim Racing Expo that the dynamic range of the game was going to be off-putting. Oh, thanks, Evil. Thanks for the other donation. I know you donated at the beginning as well. Thanks for the $2. I appreciate it. Chat, please clap that up in the chat. Please clap it up. I'm just gonna put goat emoji. Goat emoji for Evil Dragon. There we go. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate it. It means a lot. What I was saying is, at the Sim Racing Expo, I was worried that the dynamic range meant that there was going to be a significant enough proportion of people who buy the game who they enjoy this, but the car and track they jump into is this. Right? Because it feels like every car and track could be different. What I'm feeling a little bit more now is that there might just be a lot of replayability. It's not even replayability, it's just playability in the game. Let's jump into a different car, let's understand it. And therefore I feel the key is going to be setup guides, education on how to do setups and the force feedback and stuff like that. So it's not intimidating, it's not alien, it's not like this is broken. It's like, no, I think they probably want people to spend time tinkering cars. That's not how I normally drive. I like driving in GT3, cycling through GT3 cars because they sound a bit different, or I want to drive in the Porsche now. I feel like there's something slightly different they want to do, but I can see a vision there. I still think that on launch day it could go either way, with people buying it and saying this was rubbish, this force feedback's not very good, I've refunded it, etc. We will see. Tommy says we worry as well. I think Mod Hub will play a part. Guessing this is the Mod Hub. Yeah, maybe. I've already got these. I think maybe, I'm not sure. I think it's going to be more about obviously if you're on a wheel, the force feedback, because it is very varied. Also the tires. And actually, I made a video after Sim Racing Expo where I said 5 things I'd like to see. One thing I said is that I'd like to see an option to have the brake and throttle indicators be red for brake and green for throttle. I stand by that. One was I wanted to see the map be on a faster refresh rate, which may have changed. I haven't noticed it being poor. But one of them out of the 5 was I would like if the in-game engineer was telling you more about your tyres. So on the end of lap 1, like, oh, your tyres are still cold. You're not going to be as quick. Now, I might understand that, or I might have loads of people telling me in chat, but I think the average person who picks up the game shouldn't be expected to understand the intricacies of like tyre warming up and stuff like that. If you follow motorsport now, it's not digitized. It doesn't come up in the display of the broadcast. You don't see tyre temperatures. So you see tyre compounds, yeah, but you don't see tyre temperatures. So I just think a bit more education there would be helpful. Tommy said to feed it back, yeah. But nice one. Okay, we'll probably be back tomorrow, taking a look. I'd like to do a kind of campaign series. I think that'd be fun for the career. We'll choose our budget and everything. But thank you so much for joining, everyone. I appreciate it. And I will see you. I might do a video. I might just do a video after this, just to do something. And I'll see you for the stream at Las Vegas. You're going to be there. It's